Grandma watched me fall off the stool with her own eyes, yet she just sat by the table, completely unmoved. In the early morning, I walked out of my room and gently patted myself down. Then I went to the cabinet where the dishes were kept and carefully took out a bowl and some utensils. Step by step, I walked toward the table, but just then the spoon in my arm slipped and fell. I had no choice but to place the jam jar on the table first, then bend down and crawl under the table to pick up the spoon. When I stood up again, I accidentally hit my head on the table. Grandma saw everything, yet she still showed no reaction. Finally, I struggled to climb onto the table, took a slice of bread out of the oven, and slowly climbed back down. Everything seemed to be going smoothly, but then the school bus arrived. I looked at the unfinished breakfast and could only give it up helplessly. I opened the cabinet, and my backpack fell to the floor. The noise caught Grandma's attention. By the time she turned to look, I had already grabbed my backpack and was ready to leave. Grandma followed me over. I placed my backpack on the ground, pulled over a stool, and slowly climbed onto it. I lit a stick of incense, silently said a prayer, and placed it into the incense burner. Suddenly, I fell down. This scene pierced Grandma's heart like a knife, cried out in pain, and Grandma saw it all clearly. But soon I wiped away my tears, stood up, put on my backpack, said goodbye to Grandma, and walked out the door. Grandma revealed a gentle smile, her heart filled with peace. Only then did I realize that my grandma had already passed away. Before she died, she had always trained me to be independent, hoping that I could live well on my own. But I know that Grandma has always been quietly watching over me, right by my side.